Hello everybody, this is FTA and I'm here for the Sonic X pilot. What we're going to see here is footage of animation Chris jumping in to save Sonic from the pool. This is actually different from what appears in episode 1, Enter the Supersonic Hedgehog. What you'll see fun is that this is actually the second kind of pilot made. The first was a kind of adventure about Sonic being chased from robots sent by Eggman, and he meets like Knuckles and Cream and eventually meets up with Shadow. This seems to be a second pilot, it's more of a pitch rather of the series, as it kind of shows you things that will become canon. Like this Eggman and his like a random robot card generator kind of thing. What you're listening to now is actually a original version of Eggman's theme, as it would later become. The difference that this has with the original pilot is that it actually shows you the human characters, Chris and Danny, which were completely removed from the first pilot. In fact, the first pilot just featured animals, so it was almost as if it was taking place on Mobius, which a lot of fans seem to have favoured. And there's Knuckles actually doing something useful for a change. Knuckles! Chris Thorndike. I'll be honest, I actually have no idea what the Japanese announcer is actually saying. He's probably just introducing, like, this is Chris. He's a useless douchebag. What's interesting, this plane is kind of like the X Tornado, but it's a completely different wrong color. Some things you may also notice is that some of this animation is used in the opening credits of X as it's a lot, and again, some of this is reused from the original pilot, which a lot of that animation was used in the opening as well. Again, there's not really a whole lot to say about this pilot, just because it's kind of Sonic the Hedgehog, because it is kind of just self-explanatory about, basically just setting up what every episode would be. Robotnik causes some trouble, Sonic and his friends go on to save him, and there's some humans there for no reason. Dun dun dun, Shadow and Rouge. Basically, the threat of Shadow was kind of more overplayed in the first one. The first kind of pilot kind of ended with Sonic and Shadow with this English analytic on, and who is this mysterious hedgehog? But as we're going to see in a few seconds, there's there's of course going Super, which wasn't in the original pilot, which is pretty cool. Just destroying robots. No, look, he don't even touch him and he blows them away. That's just epic. And what we're gonna see now is the fabled character that never appeared, Nazzo. He kind of looks like a cross between Silver and Supersonic, and of course no one really knows much about Nazzo, because he was, of course, apparently meant to appear in the show but never did, and of course X has cancelled, never will. I think most people will probably recognise him from the awesome Flash series Nazzo Unleashed, where he just basically beats the snot out of every living character in the franchise. What you've seen now is basically just character cards with the Japanese announcer basically just saying this is such and such, this is Chris Thorndike, he will be responsible for ruining the franchise for the next 4 years. Good stuff, Chris. These cards are pretty much reminiscent of the character cards that appeared in the show. For instance, in the first episode, Enter the Supersonic Era, we get cards for Sonic and Sam Speed. That would just appear just into, which is a common thing in anime. Like, for instance, probably most familiar to a Western audience, to the Pokédex, of course, like Pokemon, where Ash would scan a Pokemon and tell them about him. These would just explain, like the height and the weight, which kind of not really needed, but it's just nice to know that Cream is actually 2 for 2. Big the Cat, who wasn't really featured in the show that much, though probably to the joy of a lot of fans, and Rouge the Bat. But essentially, this is just, again, it's more of a pitch, I'd say, because they're going to have the story down with all the characters. The first pilot was more of just a kind of 4-minute adventure, kind of showing what a Sonic series could have been. This is more like they've actually thought about what's going to be in it, who's going to be in it. The animation, and it was produced by TMS Animation, and not that badly animated, but the show itself would kind of be quite poor. Well, hope you enjoyed this. This is FTA, over and out.